Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
30 base.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Gurley. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Rip right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53.
They run. It's Gurley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
53, Mike. We got it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! 49,
check 49.
Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this is
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tannehill now to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. You set? Hey, hold on. It's going to be a long day.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
General West. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
51, Mike 51. Man, I got you.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Got it. 51. Mike, 51. Here we go, Keith.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 6-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Coleman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapons.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Wahoo!
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Come on, touchdown. Man, that's trash. That's trash. What's up? 51, Mike. Mike 51. Bring it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
We got this. A gain on the play. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Check 53's Mike. Tackles.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, guys.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Cut it left. Cut it left. Hey.
You draw corker. Smooth.
SOS. Right here.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! In for the score. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Say.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Just like that.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his target, Fuller. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
53, Mike 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the catch made by Johnson.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On first down, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Let's
They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Tannehill now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Tannehill. Well, this is caught by Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
51 to mine. Time to go, night-night.
Shreds the tackle, and he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Set, ready? 30 base. 55. Hey, man, 61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.